6th, 2025. It is Wednesday, 8:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you are tuned in and listening to War Notes Live, your nonstop briefing on global threats and domestic decisions affecting everyday Americans. No breaks. And right now, here is what's unfolding. And baby Victor, as my co-host, is in the background. So if he screams out, it's because he wants to say hello to everyone. Now, across the United States, defense leaders warn that America is falling behind in drone warfare. Prime conflict field in Ukraine and may soon deploy swarms of autonomous drones just to keep up. Army Futures Commander General Rainey said without urgent action, soldiers may face combat scenarios they can't respond to effectively. Meanwhile, President Trump is escalating global pressure, deploying two nuclear submarines near Russian waters, issuing an ultimatum. Russia must agree to a ceasefire by August 8th or face secondary sanctions targeting its oil buyers. He is also threatening new tariffs on China and doubling down on them and India for remaining in the Russian oil circuit. In Moscow, Putin rejected U.S. diplomatic pressure during Steve Witkoff's meeting, calling America's threats ineffective. And a summit with Putin and possibly Zelensky may come next week, though the ICC indictment could limit locations. On the home front, President Trump joined Apple CEO Tim Cook at the White House to unveil a $100 billion U.S. investment, raising Apple's domestic pledge to $600 billion over 4 years. The initiative includes expanded partnerships with Corning in Kentucky, Coherent in Texas, Texas Instruments, Applied Materials, and others to produce glass, silicone wafers, rare earth magnets, and chip components in the U.S. Critics, however, question where the benefit will land. Analysts warn Apple's reshoring remains symbolic. Full iPhone assembly in the U.S. remains impractical, and device costs could soar to $3,500 per unit to make that possible. Tariff exemptions for tech firms committing to investment like Apple suggest the perks are flowing to corporate coffers, not the average American consumer. So while Trump touts billions in domestic growth, the public must ask, if benefits are being cut to soak up federal funds, why is this money not reaching everyday households? I asked that question. I'm sure a lot of other people are wondering the same thing. President Trump defended the announcement as a, quote, win for American manufacturing, end quote, but no validation has been made that those billions will translate into lower costs or reveal wage gains for working Americans. In the meantime, the national security front heats up while corporate America reap the headlines. And that wraps up this nonstop briefing from War Notes Live, war escalation abroad, investment announcements at home, and the real questions behind the headlines. So please hit subscribe now to stay informed, straight through, no compromise. And this is War Notes for you all. Factual information, straight through, no interruptions. And I'm signing off. I am your host, Pavio G, and I thank you all for listening. And again, please subscribe if you're not subscribed for future content. Indeed, because I keep up with the facts on an everyday basis, God willing. And of course, blessings to you all and family out there. Things are hard for each and every one of you all and each and every one of us. So we must hang together and be strong together and stay sharp and stay aware. Again, today is August 6, 2025, and I am signing off at 8:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for this episode today. Thank you.